All right, we got one knocked. We got another tango going back for the revive. We got one shot left. Go for that revive, baby. Go for that revive. It's safe. All right, there's the shot on the one dude. We are too far away for this guy. Another hit and one more until he's dead. Is he gonna peek too far out the other side is the question. Oh, hey. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to PUBG Mobile's official channel. My name is Powerbang, and if you guys have not subscribed here yet, make sure you guys do that and turn that notification bell on so you guys can get some more awesome content from myself and other great creators on the regular. That being said, we are dropping in shortly after the recent server maintenance, and we are on a mission to go to one of the most, mysterious places on the Miramar map. We've all seen the islands, we've seen the prisons, we've seen the secret caves, we've seen the islands off of the East Coast, but who has actually seen Campo Militar? It's one of those cities that's always out in complete no man's land, and there's really no reason to drop there because if the plane ever does go over the northeast part of the map, you cannot jump until you're well past it. So I actually want to go explore Campo Militar during this particular gameplay, and we are going to go solo versus duos for a little bit of extra spice. So here we go, getting ready to drop in. It does look like it's going to be a little bit of a jump in order to get there. We will try to aim for this far west side of the base. There's a lot of stuff up here, guys, and I've dropped here once or twice during arcade mode, and it seemed like pretty good loot, honestly, so I want to go explore up at Campo Militar and see exactly what is popping up there. It looks like we may have to take a short pit stop here at Torre Ahumada. There it is. We jump out of the plane, and as you can see, we've got just two guys that were AFK, it looks like, but they do make their way further north. But yeah, we will fly all the way down to Torre Ahumada, and it looks like we will loot up here a little bit, grab a vehicle, and there off in the distance you can see Campo Militar. It is way, way out in the middle of nowhere. So definitely wanted to go explore around up there and kind of see what this hidden gem has to offer us. So here we go, almost a full tank of gas. So we're gonna use this to go ahead and drive east. What a journey this is to start things off. And guys, one of the big reasons you don't see a lot of traffic up here is because the zone itself, once you actually drop, well, it forces you to other parts of the map, and this zone being twice the size of Erangel, it is really kind of difficult if you do not have a vehicle and if you find yourself in a suboptimal position to start things off. So this truck's all over the place right now, but check this out, guys. This is why you do not see people go up here. Notice the safe zone. It is way far away, so we will drive into Campo Militar here, and I will mark the safe zone on the map, knowing that I will have to get there eventually. And right now I'm going to actually jump out and take this buggy to head into Campo Militar because it is much faster and better traction. Getting ready for a quick exfil here. Ooh, a pan. That's what I'm talking about. Little gas can we can throw in. All right, so far so good. There's a scar we can get loaded up here. Beautiful. Would definitely love to find a backpack to carry a lot of this good stuff here. Now to check the other side of the building. It does look like we have to go upstairs. There's a backpack, beautiful. And now we can carry a lot of what we are seeing here. Lots of rooms to explore in just the very first building here, so definitely a worthwhile stop to check out so far. Although our loot is not great, it is not bad either. And that'll conclude the loot for this first building. We'll hop into our buggy and get along now. Now out here we've got all kinds of silos and storage of some, for something. I have no idea for what, but what I want to do is go on top of these and take a look to see what kind of gear or loot is stored up here. There's stairwells on the outside of all of them, and if you look on top, there is loot on all of these, so that's something to kind of be aware of as you're continuing to loot up. So I'm not gonna go up to all of these because you kind of get the idea. Not a lot of loot on them, but there is stuff up here just so you guys can be made aware of that. We'll go ahead and hop in now. This is kind of where I wanted to go. Was out to what looks to be barracks for troops or something. We got warehouses out here. And again, this is pretty standard of the buildings that you see in Miramar. Nothing great on the ground here, as you can see. And we will hop into this next warehouse as well. This is literally more of a warehouse. 2x scope, which we can throw on. And despite all of our exploration so far, we are still sitting on a level 1 vest and a level 1 helmet. Despite our best efforts, to the contrary. So now that we've looted up these warehouses, one other place I want to zoom in on and kind of check out are these buildings. So we'll go drive to those right now. We got more tanks out in the front of us, and you guys can see that zone is starting to come in. 3 more warehouses here. We'll park in the middle of 2 of them. First thing we want to do is pop a couple of energy drinks, because we are going to be sitting out in the blue zone for just a little bit. Want to give this zone kind of a full tour here. I'm always happy to grab the Car 98. The benefit to being out here, obviously, is the fact that, you know, you're not going to get hassled by too many other players. Pretty much a free area to loot up completely without being hassled at all. And it does look like we can look around here and try to find additional loot, but you know what? It's actually getting hard to see because of the blood and the blue zone on the screen. Okay. What's up? Let's see if he brought us any magic loot. Totally appropriate for this guy to be running around out here. It's right where I'd expect somebody to be. And so before we head out of here for good, let's go ahead and check out some of the camps over on the outer side of Campo Militar. And we'll see exactly what kind of loot those guys are hiding out here. But this is kind of where it gets interesting for me, is like the barracks right here. A lot of small green shacks. This is where people bunk up and do some sleeping. We do find ourselves a level 2 helmet, which is good. And again, no real great loot to speak of out here. We do find another scar. And it looks like we're fairly full on loot right now. Oh, we do find an 8x scope, which is great. We'll go ahead and get rid of the 2x and throw the 8x on. That's fantastic. All right, so as we continue on west through the edge of the zone here in Campo Militar, you can see there are a lot more barracks to go through. Really kind of a huge selection of stuff to really focus on here. But I'm curious to see how far out of the zone we actually find ourselves. We do get a level 3 backpack. That's great. We're going to pop a painkiller just to make sure we're fully boosted and repairing as fast as we possibly can. Let's look at the zone now as it continues to shrink in, and we do start to take more damage. So it's going to be important here to head out shortly, as we will start to take more damage from the zone. We do find a level 2 vest here. A little bit of first aid. We can use that on the way in. And I'm going to cruise through a couple more of these bunks right before we get on out of town here. A little bit more sense of urgency at this point because we know we got to head into town. Another apartment building out here, but guys, this is Campo Militar. It's very, very rare that you guys can come up here and actually loot successfully. But again, as I've mentioned, very, very calm, very little action, and this is somewhere you can go if you want to get a pretty decent stockpile built up without being challenged. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. You can see we do have almost a fully kitted Car 98. We do have a fully kitted Scar, and pretty good loot other than that as well. We have a lot of bandages. We may have to use those here shortly, but alas, it is time to get to the zone. We are pretty much fully boosted, but at this point, it is time to go south, my friends, and it's time to get our fight on. So here we are heading into some of my favorite areas on the map, Hacienda del Patron. Off in the distance here, we are at the hills surrounding it, and it looks like we are going to be pulling into the safe zone here shortly. So we're going to go ahead and pop a heal really quickly. We do not have any more boosts, so we got to make sure that we top off on our heals, and then we are going to head to the safe zone pretty shortly here. Right about now, we're going to go out to the southeast and get quickly into the zone as fast as possible. And we're in. And right like that, we do hear footsteps. All right, there he is. All right, more boosts to be had. We got a 4x scope. That's always lovely. Next zone is coming in, but we are almost to the outer circle here, which is actually pretty good news for us. And we are going to proceed to high ground towards the edge of the next zone. Secure the high ground. Take a look around. We are going up against duos so far, guys. So people that we do encounter should have teammates in the area. So here we go into the high ground areas. And we will make our way over to the next circle. Where is it going to be? We are almost in it. Perfect. We're going to move up to the edge of the next circle. Park our vehicle just inside. We have made it. So right here is going to be home for the next little bit. And we will kind of watch out. When I do go up against duos, I like to stay out in the open rather than secure a compound, simply because it's hard to cover all your corners when you're outnumbered constantly. We can get in better position to actually chase that down. So I'm using that loot as a that drop there as a clue to where the next zone might go, and I feel like it's going to. Ooh boy, we got people running on that road. That's a tango right there. That was a headshot, if you ask me. He tried to ambush me. Where's his teammate? I do not know. That dude came flying over a rock at me. Not even so much as a phone call first. And before we get on the road, we will fill up the vehicle, get that fuel going on, so we do not have to worry about gasoline for the rest of the game. There's kill number 4. Cast eyes just beyond the ridge, as expected. Oh my god! Wow! Nearly died. I took 95% damage. Let's go ahead and get a little med kit going on here, a little first aid. Please don't get shot right now. That would be a bad time. Man, that was kind of a rough deal. Oh, I think I see a guy. A little bit further out, we got a car going to run him over. All right, we got one knocked. We got another tango going back for the revive. We got one shot left. Go for that revive, baby. Go for that revive. It's safe. You know you got to pick him up. We'll go for the reload here. They're going to try to get to cover. Gonna go for the finish. He ain't gonna get the revive off. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Shakam. Alright, there's the shot on the one dude. We are too far away for this guy. Another hit, and one more until he's dead. Is he going to peek too far out the other side is the question. Do a quick little 360 look around here. Oh, hey. Another Shakam's taken out. So those are some long old shots, baby. Some real long shots. Let's go ahead and measure that bad boy. We are going to clock in right about here, and we will check that one. That is a 400-meter shot in the air, landing the headshot on a couple of different tangos. Gotta love it. All right, zone coming in, boys and girls. It's time to boost up and get on in. We've got a smoking buggy, courtesy of a awkward flip. But it's time to go ahead and get down the mountain. Here we go. Let's hop in and see what kind of damage we got to the vehicle. Oh no, 1/3 life left. Beautiful driving. Beautiful driving. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Oh yeah. Oh, he moved. He moved, baby. Where is he? Did he die? I don't think he did. Oh, no. All right, we gotta head in. On foot, no less. Gonna take a little bit of red zone damage here. A little blue zone, rather. We got a nice little rock here, but problem is, we got a ways to travel, baby. We do know where some bogeys are. Right over here, edge of zone, we got a car. And checking edge of zone, and just like that, we find ourselves a sniper, and Pussy Don 117 is out of here. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish him before he gets a little... Oh, he does have cover. He does have cover. We are not going to be able to finish that knock. If he's got a teammate there, this is going to be a trouble. Let's try to finish this knock. I don't believe we can get him, gentlemen. I do not believe we can get him. We're going to have to keep rotating. Absolutely troublesome here. We will rotate. We are trying to get to the zone. Only 49 seconds to do so. Gonna go for the finish once again here. A little different angle. I do not see this man. We will keep rotating. Oh, this is trouble. We got a town over here. This is big trouble. We do have a bike though, out in the middle of nowhere. That actually might help us get there. We are gonna drive in. Oof. Alright, well here we go. Stealth could have been the move, but it's not gonna be the move. We're gonna make an aggressive push on this zone. Going for the edge of zone right over here. I like these berms. I like these berms right here. It's a good high ground position. 20 meters out, though. Where is our competition? 7 alive. We are going to throw the 4 times on the Scar because we may need an automatic rifle to engage here shortly. Bodies on the cliff. We are in the next zone. We got to go over this hill, though, to get into the next one. Oh, this is a tough spot to be in, guys. A real tough spot. We got a guy moving in right there. Oh, that's just a free one. That's just a free one. That's just a free one. Jordan Cox, get out of my game. What's next? We had action over here on the hill. These guys, these bogeys over here, definitely got healed up. I'm thinking they snuck a revive off. Problem being is we got to get across the road at this point. You know what? I'm thinking across the road in that low valley over there, we are going to have a problem reaching it. So I'm going to need to pick up this bike. It is out in the zone. This is trouble. We just got to hit the boost and move now. It's going to be a tough one. Going to have to shoot and run a gun. Oh boy. Oh boy. Silent shots ahead. Three alive. I do expect that duo that I knocked earlier to be the ones remaining. We gotta go up and around to the left here. Flash grenade out. Another one close. Swapping the 2x. And that's that, baby. That's that. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Campo Militar loot is gonna be good enough to get the victory. Guys, thank you for sticking with me today. Thank you for exploring the unknown in the northeastern part of the base. Campo Militar, is it all it's cracked up to be? Or have you ever even heard of the place? Well, now you know, guys. Go check it out if you feel lucky. You're gonna spend some time in the zone unless it's a really, really awkward game. Guys, thanks for being here with me. This is Power Bang. Catch me next time.